656.
PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn, ladies and gentlemen, one and only American icon, the star of the show, my buddy, Mr. Robert CONRAD. He'll be with you in a moment.
I'm with you, man.
I know, you're just getting into the music, I know.
Saturday night, man. I got 50 cash with me.
50 cash? You got 50?
And a hot hand.
That'll get you in.
I'm in there, and they're going, "What are you doing in here, man? You're underage." I said, I handed him his little gratuity, and he said, "Well, you just got old enough." All right.
We like to tell you, please
so
don't listen, don't follow some of these examples here, but they're just stories of life, shall we
Yes,
say.
you know what's funny? What cracked through my head as I was thinking that story?
What cracked through your head? What happened?
That I guarded the name of the lady.
Yes, you did. You always do
Yes.
that. You're a gentleman.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that lady's got to be a grandma now, a great-grandma,
still guarding
a
her. That's
grand-grandma, or whatever grandma she is.
Now, we got a ton of calls. Can we get through some of these calls here? We got a ton of
Let's
emails.
get
We're
through the
behind
calls.
here.
I'm sorry. Let's go. Calls. My dad had to catch a bus, so that's why he had to leave.
Let me put that microphone down in there.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Have
There
a
you
good day. Okay, Loretta. Thanks for telling me about RG. So we've given
That's an
RG.
email. You can email us if you're listening on the weekend. rconrad@crni.net.
Yes. Okay.
And-
now
and-
I've got the mic where you want it.
And the phone calls on, we do the show live on Thursdays, 800-336-2225. And please, please help us. They're taking us off Time Warner Cable, removing us in Buffalo and in North Carolina. I got some numbers for you to call. Tell them you like the show, you like Bob, you want the show and CRN to stay on the air. Terry Cumby is the phone number to call in Buffalo. For those of you listening there, 315-634-6226. 315-634-6226. North Carolina, call Carol Heavey. It's 704-576-3398. 704-576-3398. You can learn all about this on Bob's new Facebook page. Yes, he is on Facebook now. Go to Facebook, put in
Twitter.
And the real Robert CONRAD for Facebook. You can go to Twitter, and you can put in there Robert CONRAD TV. You can follow.
Yeah, don't get the wrong impression. They're not just canceling me. They're canceling CRN.
That's
the
right.
Whole
That's right.
soup out. Now, did you say one of the persons was in North Carolina? And
Correct.
And she is.
We need Becky to call.
No, I'll call her. We don't need Becky.
Oh,
call her.
really? You'll do it?
And what's her? What's the song?
That's
again?
Carol, and the number's 704-576.
Right.
3398.
Okay, well, because of the difference in time, it might be too late, so I have to call her tomorrow. But anyway, Becky, thanks for hanging in all that time, you little sweetheart. This is who? The beautiful Becky. Okay, you know who we've had so far? The figure, right? Sue, and now we have the beautiful Becky. Yes, Becky, darling.
Oh, you've just made my day.
Thank you, darling. What's up? But
Robert,
your husband's going to
Mike,
make your evening.
How are both of y'all today?
Doing great.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're doing good, you know.
Good.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
I just had a quick question because I know you got a lot of callers. When was the first time you ever went to the Backstage Bar, and when was it built, or when was it? When did you first discover it?
She wants background on the Backstage
Bar. Right, the
Bar.
Backstage still is existing, but it's no longer the Backstage. Now it's one of those places where you eat the raw food.
It's a sushi joint?
Raw food. Anyway, yeah, it's a sushi joint. And when I went there is when we started filming the Wild West in '65. We did the pilot in '64, but in '65 I started going there because it was just across the street. And they named it the Backstage because, you know, it's just across the street.
There you go.
And I stayed there for 5 wonderful years. And in the entire 5 years, we only had 3 altercations. Is that right?
3 little
altercation? No.
altercations.
Is that when you what's it called when you make adjustments on clothes?
Yeah.
No, what's that called, Becky?
Alterations.
Alterations.
Yes.
These are altercations.
Yes,
You are
I
correct.
just lied. You know, it's not. You know,
Altercation.
you know what it was, Becky. Anyway, there. Does that answer your question, darling?
Yes, it did.
Yes, two Chicago cops were responsible for the first.
Altercation, which then made alterations on the clothes
Right,
after the
that's
altercation.
right. Yes, yeah, yes, and I got hit on the. Oh well, it's another story. I remember it though.
Memories.
Is
Thank
that
you,
it, Becky? Is Becky?
That's it. You have a great weekend, you and Mike both.
Okay, beautiful Becky. Now we haven't heard from Holy
you.
Mary, but that's all right. She's probably in church.
Well, we got a line open at 800
Line open.
336 2225. 800 336 2225.
We got to get going because I want to make sure we get to RG today. We got Brian, Rocky, and then RG. So, and then we got to also, you know, who's going to call in?
Who? Ernie?
Ernie, yeah. So we got to
Ernie
get
is
moving.
good.
Yeah. So your neighbor on Stella Drive in Murphy's. Thank you for remembering that we lived there. And you're right, you did see my daughter in Murphy's, California. And for your information, I hope all is well. And as far as Laval is concerned, she's not in my life anymore.
Do you own a car you no longer